Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB baseball preview and prediction for a Monday, July 5th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by Bullpenpix.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. You want to follow the top baseball pickers in the world right here at Bullpenpix.com. In fact, yours truly, Ron Raymond, is the current leader at 668 wins out of 1,225 games. That's close to over 54%. Ed Muss here is at 649 and Eddie O at 648. And those are your overall leaders this year in Bullpenpix.com with their baseball selection. In fact, you want to see the hottest pickers at the moment, and you want to ride the hot hand, that would be Jason Dowell, 22-8. There's Muss at 21-9, Robert at 21-9, MLB Game Picks, Justin at 21-9, Lonnie Smith and Isaiah. There's Cheeks there at 21-9, 70%. The last 2 days, and those are your hottest pickers right now at Bullpenpix.com. And folks, if you want to follow my baseball picks, all you got to do is go to Most Followed, look for the old Expos logo. It's my favorite logo of all time. And click on Follow My Picks, and you will get to see my picks by going to the following page. And you'll see my picks show up right there at the top of your section, or just wherever the logo selection is. All right. Before we get into the computer picks, I always like to monitor what's going on in baseball the last week. And guys, favorites are absolutely crushing it right now. Look at this. We're on almost a 2-week run. In fact, the last 12 days, we're on a 12-day run for favorites. That is unbelievable when you're betting favorites, and that's why the books are probably getting hammered right now. Look at on Sunday, 11-5 for the favorites, 10-5 on Saturday, 13-1 on Friday. That's 34 and 11. Close to, wow, what's the percentage right there? That's over 75%, about 76.3% the last 3 days, 71.4. Folks, you know, what goes up must come down. And again, if you watch some of my sports betting tip videos, you know right now, we don't know when the favorites are going to crash, right? And the underdogs are going to start winning, because what goes up must come down. This will not continue forever. The only thing I can recommend for you right now is control your units. I wouldn't go crazy on 5 units right now, because we are such in a bull market for favorites. A reversal can happen any day, and instead of changing your pattern on how you adjust your handicapping, which you should be including a few underdogs right now, because some of the dogs will eventually have to start winning, because this can't continue forever. And it's a good thing right now, because we are changing into a new series. Like I say all the time, the football videos, right? Every weekend's a new challenge for football team. It's a new week. And it's the same in baseball, right? When do you get that changeover, that turnover? It's at a completion and a start of a new series, right? And we are starting a new series. And let's go kick it off right now in game number 1 between the Cardinals and the San Francisco Giants. Now, the Giants coming off a 5-2 win yesterday over Arizona. They're going to send Kevin Gossman to the hill here today. Giants on a 3-game win streak. They're going to face St. Louis Cardinals, who are coming off a 3-2 loss at Coors Field yesterday afternoon. In fact, that was a game they were leading 2-1 late in the 8th. Colorado tied it, and then they won in extra innings. Kwon Young Kim going to go here for the Cards today. And again, the last 4 games for the Cardinals have gone under the total. Computer pick, going to lean with the favorite here, the home favorite of 210, 4.5 to 2.2, the over-under at 6.75. And should be an interesting matchup tonight at Oracle Park. LA Dodgers taking on those scrappy Miami Marlins. Now the Marlins going to send Trev Rogers to the hill today against Walker Buehler's day off. And the Dodgers 11-5 in Buehler starts. And the computer pick going to see an upset here. We're going with the home underdog, 4.94 for Miami. 3.5 for the Dodgers, the over-under at 8.48. And let's see how Miami rebounds off that devastating loss yesterday afternoon at Atlanta. In fact, probably one of the best baseball games I've seen this year. Atlanta, bottom of the 9th inning. They're down 7-4. They tie it up 7-7 and win in extra innings. What a great comeback. Maybe that's what they need to spark that second half. But Atlanta's got to turn that around eventually, right? But the bad news is, it's not going to get easier for the Marlins. They're coming up against a Dodger team who's on a 9-game win streak. Chicago White Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. Now the Twins going to send Bailey Ober to the hill today against Dylan Cease. The over-under is set at 10. And the White Sox are a -108 favorite. The computer pick, the forecast, going to lean with the Twinkies here. 9.4 to 4.4. The over-under at 13.8. Wow. So it does like it to go fly over the total. The Kogo, however, is at 39%. Kogo stands for a chance of game going over the total. I had the line at minus 181 today for the White Sox. You can see the bookmakers are giving you a little bit of a discount here at minus 108. 53% chance of winning here for the White Sox, who were coming off that 6-5 loss yesterday to Detroit. In fact, that was a good game. Also, I thought maybe there was going to be some heroics there for the White Sox in the late innings, but it did not happen. The credit on the Tigers for changing was it Soto, and they got the save there at the end, and it was a 6-5 win where the Twins won 6-2 yesterday over the Royals. Dylan Cease up against Bailey Ober. Atlanta taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates, and again, let's see how the Braves react tonight against the Pittsburgh Pirates, who were coming off a 2-0 win yesterday afternoon against Freddie Peralta and the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, Chase DeYoung going to go here for the Bucks. He'll be up against Max Fried, who got the winning RBI yesterday. Yeah, that's right. I'm not stuttering, and I'm not misrepresenting here or something. Max Fried, the pitcher, got the winning RBI yesterday. That's how when you get too deep into your bench and you're going to your best batter, who's a pitcher, and that was an interesting matchup. But great win for Atlanta. And now looking at the computer pick, gonna go with the Braves here, 5.3 to 3.8. The over/under at 9.2, and looking at the Kogo at 52%. And this is why, folks, I get these questions a lot from people who watch the show and say, how do I use the Raymond Report? How do I win? It's not that easy. Winning in baseball, you've seen my record at Bullpenpix.com. I pick every game and I'm hitting 54%. And I do this for a living. So it just goes to show you how tough it is to bet on baseball. But if there's one thing I must recommend is watch the games. If you don't watch the games, you don't have a finger on the pulse. You don't know what's going on. But to me, it's like anything else, right? If you don't watch the games, how are you going to know if you're not informed? Or watch the highlights, right? Make sure, if you're not watching all the games, make sure you watch all the highlights. That's one of the best recommendations I can give you here for winning at baseball, or winning at any sport, to be honest. Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Mets. Now the Mets losing last night. They split that doubleheader with the Yankees. They had a dramatic win yesterday afternoon. They came back and they scored 5 runs in the ninth, or was it extra innings or not? I can't remember. But anyway, they won 10-5 in the first game, and then they lost 4-2 in the nightcap. Now the Brewers, who have a great pitching staff, going to send Brandon Woodruff to the hill. He's 12-4 for the Brew Crew when he starts, and he's going up against Tyler McGill. Sounds like that show there, Tyler McGill. Remember what's that? The spin-off of Breaking Bad there. Anyway, I'll get back to it. McGill, right? Okay, just throw it right off there by that McGill comment. But anyways, Milwaukee 4.2, 2.7. The over/under is set at 7.4. What about Sal? Right there you go. All right, let me see here. The last 3 games for the Mets, I've gone over the total, and looking at the Brewers' record, 51-34 on the season. All right, Tampa Bay taking on the Cleveland Indians. Now the Tribe coming off that 4-3 loss yesterday. A lot of devastating losses yesterday for teams in baseball, and it just goes to prove to you, right? When you bet on bad teams, nothing good happens, right? But when you bet on good teams, like the teams that you want to come back and win, like Houston, that sure helped them yesterday, right? Looking at the line, though, minus 205 for a Tampa Bay Rays team who are struggling. I mean struggling, like Joe Namath is struggling. 9-7 for Rich Hill when he starts for the Tampa Bay Rays. But Tampa Bay finally got in the win column yesterday. They snapped, I think it was like a 10-game road loss record. They won 5-1 against those young Toronto Blue Jays who can really hit the ball out of the park. And now they're going to face the Cleveland Indians, who are coming off that 4-3 loss. Logan Allen going to go here today for the Tribe. He's up against King Rich Hill. All right, let's go to Detroit, take on the Texas Rangers. Actually, that game will be in Texas at the Globe Life Park in Arlington. And looking at the computer pick, going to go with the Tigers here, 5.2 to 4.4. The over-under at 9.66. Willie Peralta going to go here for the Tigers. He'll be up against Colby Allard of the Texas Rangers. They're 1-5 in his starts, but 1-5 to the under. So again, you might want to consider the total. I haven't played a lot of totals this year. In fact, when I looked at my record at my premium picks, I think I've only played like less than 20% of totals, maybe if that, right? I don't know. Totals to me this year has been very, very tough. Now, looking at the computer forecast, 5.2 to 4.4. The over-under at 9.6. And again, Detroit off that 6-5 loss yesterday, and Texas coming off a 4-1 loss. So misery loves company tonight at Globe Life Park in Arlington. And looking at the Tigers' last 5 games, I've gone over the total. Phillies taking on the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies coming off a 3-2 loss yesterday to Cincinnati. And the Phillies losing 11-1 to San Diego. But they did have a good weekend. In fact, they won a few games against the Padres over the weekend. Matt Moore going to go today for the Phillies. He's up against Zach Davies of the Chicago Cubs. And when the Zach Davies goes for the Cubbies, they're 10-7 in his starts. But again, Chicago, since that loss to Milwaukee, when they were down 7-0, they haven't won a game since. And now they're on a 9-game slide. So be careful betting Cubbies. But good news for Chicago. They're back at the home, the happy confines of Wrigley Field, and always with Wrigley, find out where the wind is blowing, because the totals there can get a little crazy, right? Cincinnati taking on the Kansas City Royals, not the Chiefs, but the Royals. Minus 116 is the price tag here today for KC. The over-under set at 10. Vladimir Gutierrez is going to go here for the Reds. I've been backing him up a few times. I do like Gutierrez. Mike Minor going for KC. The last 4 games for Cincinnati have been wins, and they also went under the total. And look at that, 7.5 to 7.5. Flip a quarter in this one. The total's at 15. And looking at my line value, I had plus 170 for the Royals, but I had plus 100 for Cincinnati. But the chance of winning is at 24%. That's because they're on a 4-game win streak. And the chances of winning the count for KC is at 46%. Boston Red Sox taking on the LA Angels. Now, Martin Perez is going to go here for the Bull Sox. He's up against Jose Suarez of the LA Angels. And when the, let me see here, the Angels, no record here to talk about for Suarez. Must be his first start. But they're on a 4-game win streak for LA. And for the Boston Red Sox, a 1-0 win yesterday in Oakland. And now they are 53-32 on the season. And when Perez go for Boston, look at the under record, 11-5 to the under. And your nightcap, your final game of the evening, is a pretty good one between the Washington Nationals and the San Diego Padres. The Padres at 210 price tag. The over-under set at 8. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna lean with Joe Musgrove and the Padres, 5.2 to 2.5. The over-under at 7.81. John Lester gonna go for the Nationals, who are on a 4-game losing streak. They're 40-42 on the year. And my line value, 190 for the Padres, plus 106 for the Nationals, and the chance of winning 76% on the percentage play compared to 54% for Joe Musgrove and the San Diego Padres. All right, everybody's favorite part of the show. Trends are your friends, and let's go to the trends section. And the New York Giants, football time, right? We're getting in football mode. The San Francisco Giants are 9-1 as a 200 to 220 home favorite, coming off a National Conference opponent the last 5 years. The Cubbies, we'll see. Hold your breath on this one. The Cubbies are 15-2 as a home team when the total's between 10.5 and 11.5 the last 2 years. So we'll see what happens there. The Royals, 13-2 as a minus 100 to 120 home favorite, coming off 2 unders the last 7 years. So in low-scoring games at home as a chalk, 13-2, 86.6%. And the Cardinals are 13-2 to the over, as a 180-200 road underdog, coming off a right-handed pitcher since 1996. And let's leave you off with this one here. I like this over. 17-3. Look at that. A lot of occurrences. So out of 20 games, 17 have gone over, when the Brew Crew are a 120 to 140 road chalk in the month of July the last 10 years. 85%. All right, don't forget, folks, you can get my picks each and every day right here at bullpenpix.com. In fact, since we started this site in the month of month of April, over 1,000 people have signed up since the start of the release. So I want to thank everybody who's playing at bullpenpix.com. Again, folks, I've done videos on this website. It's not a contest site. Use it as a tool to follow the top pickers. And again, when somebody is cold, get them out of your roster, put in somebody that's hot, and follow winners, because winners win. There you have it. That is the Monday report on after 4th of July. In fact, I hope all our American friends had a great 4th of July. In fact, I hope everybody had a good Sunday on the 4th of July, and getting ready for another week here of winning with baseball, hopefully at bullpenpix.com. All right, have yourself a great rest of your day and your week. This was the Raymond Report, brought to you by bullpenpix.com. Cheers.